All right, you're locked in DJ Anchor TV right here, the legendary DJ Bert, Invisible Scratch Pickles. I could go on for like days with accolades and names and affiliations and stuff, but I want to know, is there a secret family Filipino recipe for slow roasted scratchy seal, super seals? How do you make that?
Well, it's definitely not a Filipino thing. It's a universal thing. It's just me and DJ Craze. We like we love all these weird sounds and stuff. So we made a double record set. On the back of the records is the tractor tone for scratching. And so my record was like a super seal thing where it's like all the sounds are kind of skipless. It's good for scratching. And his was for, all these like crazy, like when you're in the mix doing all these tricks and scratching and like juggling, all kind of different varieties of things, to play when you want to rock a party. So that's his side. And we put it together in one, and it's Super Seal and his company called Slow Roast Records.
Yeah.
So we just call it Slow Roasted Super Seal.
Sounds delicious, though.
Yeah.
Does it go good with pickles?
Pretty much, but you have to be in the shower.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where did the name Invisible Scratch Pickles come from? How did that come up?
It's just me, Mixmaster Mike, and Disc were messing around. It came from Mixmaster Mike. He called us. We were making up all these names for the crew. Like, what are we going to be called? Because at the time we were called Rocksteady DJs, and we had no identity because there was a bunch of other Rocksteady DJs. Yeah. That Crazy Legs was recruiting into the crew, and so we were like, okay, we got to name our crew something. And so we were coming up with all these weird names: Men in Trees, Flying Naked Bananas, whatever the Foreskins. Whatever. And so Mixmaster Mike said, what about the Invisible Pickles? And then we're laughing. I don't know what we're on, but we're just cracking up. And then the next day, DJ Disc said, what about the Invisible Scratch Pickles? And then that stuck right there. I
like how you have fun with everything. Everything you do, from the artwork to, turntablism is a serious thing, but you guys still make it fun and put some personality, Scratchy Seal, the fun suits you do for the routines and stuff, and you make it fun and interesting for people who may not be attracted to turntablism and its rawest form. It's like, hey, I like this guy, he's a funny guy kind of thing.
I never really thought about it. I just thought about it that it was just silly, because, I don't know, back, when we were kids, we were like all into like Sesame Street or something, and just silly things, and then we just kind of put that in there. Yeah.
So how do you think the DMCs have evolved since you've won? That's been a lot of years now. How do you think it's in a good place, a bad place, or kind of what's your take on where it is now?
I think it's awesome the way it's progressing and stuff. I also like how the DMC has another side of them too that's called the Battle for World Supremacy, which is where they go head on, kind of like the old school New Music Seminar and ITF battles, Superman competition, where they go head on, but they're just, the rules are you can always use vinyl. Yeah. And so that's kind of cool. And then they have the world competition part where you can use Serato or Tractor or whatever, and digital equipment. That's interesting too. But for me, I'm always looking for like the scratching, because that's kind of like the musical instrument part of it. So. There's good and bad and everything, so I'm always looking for the good parts. Yeah, so
one of the things you're most famous for is inventing the QFO. Recently, Z-Trip had the Rain 62. You kind of designed that. You have the Artophone cartridges too. Is there going to be any new musical instruments or pieces of gear that you're going to put your stamp on and kind of create that's maybe in the works that we don't know about yet?
We have a lot of ideas, and me and Yoga Frog, my business partner, we do have a company called Thud Rumble, and we have all these ideas. So we're actually going to the NAMM show this year, and we're going to tell Tractor to do a different design for their new mixer. I love their new mixer, the Control Z2, and
you were rocking that tonight. So.
Yeah, that's an awesome mixer because the fader has this little rubber stopper at the end. It doesn't have all that clickety clackety, type of noise. Yeah. But there's a lot of unique things that we'd like to put on that mixer as well. So yeah, we definitely would like to recreate some new mixers.
I mean, it's the age-old debate, turntablism, DJing and stuff. Everyone wants to know and ask and stuff, Tractor versus Serato. Why are you rocking one and not the other? And what's your take on the pros and cons for both kind of thing?
Oh, Serato's great because of course you can use digital, you can scratch digitally too, and Serato and Tractor both you can scratch digitally, but Tractor the speed is double the processing speed of Serato, so it's more accurate for scratching. And because I scratch, then I'm more attracted to Tractor. But if you're not scratching and you're just doing clubs or whatnot, then Serato's fine either or.
Yeah. I think it has the 2K tone, right, versus the Serato 1K tone. The control
yeah,
signal is like
yeah.
double the strength, so I think it's a little more.
Yeah, some people that
responsive.
were at Serato, they left and made their own company and just made it double the speed.
yeah.
And so if you're into manipulating sounds, then yeah, Tractor would be, I guess, higher quality.
Yeah. So I want to know, because I bought DJ Hero 1 and 2, the video game. Or is there like a DJ Hero 3 in the works, and are you going to be a part of that, or?
I was in DJ Hero. What number was I in?
2.
2. I don't know. I mean, if they want me to, I was just a little bit they didn't really use any of my music in there and stuff, so I was kind of misrepresented in there. But it was nice that they had me in there, but none of the music is mine. So
Yeah.
I hope they could, if they wanted me the next one, they would allow me to put my own type of stuff.
Your spin on it, kind of thing. Yeah. So I want to know, you got a list of DJs. Every DJ kind of has their favorite DJs. Who's some guys that you look up to or go, that guy's dope?
Oh man, I gotta give up the crew first of all. Mixmaster Mike, Shortcut, D Styles, Flair, Disc, A-Track's in the crew too. All those guys.
Yeah.
I love Craze too. All the Executioners, of course. Rob Swift.
Rest in peace, Rock Raider.
Yeah, Rock Raider, Mrs. Sinister. Who else? Toad Styles. Who else? There's guys in New York like XS and Ricky Rucker's awesome. Babu, Melody. Who else? Guys in Japan like Ken One, Koji Miyajima. They got Scratch Perverts in the UK. I mean, there's too many to name. There's just too many to name. Yeah. Europe, they got all the French guys are just going nuts, and Sweden. I can just keep going on. There's always amazing people everywhere.
So maybe on the bad kind of side of things right now, what's your take on celebrities being DJs?
Yeah, that's cool. It's just kind of that's kind of like saying, what do you think about guys that want to play the guitar? Or what do you think about guys that want to play the piano? Yeah, cool, whatever. Do your thing.
Go play the piano.
But if you're talking about scratchers, then that's a different story. But whatever.
I think you kind of have to earn those accolades. You can't just be a celebrity DJ and say, I'm a turntablist, right? You can't throw that word around.
Well, I mean,
if they can do it, I guess.
If they could do it, they could do it. If they, and there's different levels. I mean, they could say they're a turntablist. Doesn't mean they're a good one. They could be, but they could say whatever the hell they want. It's fine, whatever.
Yeah. So I'm kind of trying to compare the DJ world, and right now it's really popular, the DJing culture, and I'm going to compare it to the stock market. Do you think it's kind of at the peak and it's going to crash because there's lots of DJs right now, or where do you feel it's kind of at?
Well, I don't know. I feel that's kind of like saying, what do you think about the piano, or what do you think about the trumpet? What do you think about the electric guitar?
Yeah.
It's always going to be there. People are going to play it and do whatever they want with it. So maybe it's like gold, because gold is always just, people want it. It's just always there. So
yeah. People want that shine kind of thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if you could play another instrument, because you play the turntable like an instrument, you probably play some other instruments that I don't even know about. If there's one instrument that you like, I want to play that, I want to learn how to do that, what would it be?
Ooh, I always loved the electric guitar, regular guitar. I love piano. Drums are nice. I guess maybe bass. I guess those are my top favorite instruments. Maybe trumpet, just because I love Miles Davis and Louis Armstrong.
Yeah.
I think, probably those would be my top ones.
And then the last question I have for you is, what overall the course of DJing, you've been doing it a long time, what was the one skill that took you the longest to really, really master? Whether it was a type of scratch or a certain business mannerism, or what was the thing that goes, man, I finally figured this out?
It's it's like when I started learning about like music theory and stuff, and how to make it all rhyme and make it like all poetic, and all the rhythms and all the putting it all together, the structure, the composition, the the emotion, the swing, and then later you start learning there's even a zillion more things you got to learn too. Yeah. So it's like when I learned to put it all together, and knowing that it's a never-ending quest to keep getting better. I guess when I got to that certain point where it's like, oh, okay, I get it. You got to put it all together. Kind of like.
Yeah.
I think that was when I was pretty happy. I was like, oh, okay. It's just you got to have all these elements in there, and And when it finally clicked in my head, when it became natural to have it all at the same time, you know, that's, I guess, when...
Kind of like the building blocks. It's like a really long book with every year you add a new chapter.
Yeah,
and then you've learned all these things. You can go, okay, I'm doing all these skills.
All at once.
Compounded at once.
Yeah.
And it's all the years of blood, sweat, and tears that you put in going, now it makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like wow, you know, all these I don't know, it's kind of like, you know, kung fu when they're fighting and stuff, and then the grandmaster is like, you know, he just kind of stands there and just kind of like has a shield around him, and then no one can touch him or something. You know, it's kind of, I'm not saying I'm a grandmaster, but I'm just saying that even after that, there's even more levels from that, where it's like the grandmaster doesn't even have to fight more. He could just kind of like shoot some love out to the other opponent. I don't even want to fight right now.
Or he could walk on water and be like, totally. I figured out how to do this.
Just turn invisible. All that. There's just amazing new levels after that beyond.
Yeah. Awesome, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely.
DJ Qbert, DJ Anchor TV. Thank you very much. Check them out. Scratch University.
Yeah, DJQbert.com. Yeah, ThudRumble.com. QbertScratchUniversity.com. Check us out on YouTube, Thud Rumble. And yeah. What's up? This is DJ Qbert. You in the video mix with DJ Anchor.
Drop the beat.